Hello everyone, this is Lifestyle Gardener. Just a few updates that I have to talk to you guys about. My rosemary cuttings that I did almost a few weeks ago, they didn't survive. The vines seem to be rotten, so I throw away those. But the thyme, a few of the thyme branches survive, and the root, it is producing roots. It's producing roots right there, and one of the thyme vine have not gotten any root yet. The oregano vine has not gotten any root yet, but it's still alive. So I watch and see if it will produce any root. The cucumelon vine and the bitter melon vine. This bitter melon vine hasn't produced any roots yet. But both of my cucumelon vines, they have roots. And I don't know if you guys can see, but this bitter melon, trust me, it has root right here at the bottom. So that's good so far. I'm happy about that. I've been trying to figure out how to rearrange my living room in my apartment to bring in some of those plants that is on the deck when it starts to get more cold. And that's what I've been trying to figure out how to rearrange it, and how am I going to supplement with lights and stuff like that. How can I make grow light stand and stuff like that, and how to make my own light source without it costing a lot of money, but very productive at the same time. So I have a few ideas, so I'm going to do that. Once I start doing that, I will show you guys videos of me doing that, because this apartment, the living room, the windows is not as big as my other apartment, so I don't have as much light in this apartment as I did in my other apartment. So I'm gonna have to supplement more with lights here. So there's a few things that I was trying to think of how I'm gonna do that. I have a few ideas. I will let you guys know maybe in a few weeks or so about that. And at the same time, my husband and I have been trying to find a way to make more storage in the kitchen by using the cheapest plywood and make custom shelving that is easy to move with us when we do decide to move one day, and that is strong enough to support all of my little kitchen gadget that I do have here. We're just trying to find out ways how to create more storage, because I do have a lot of stuff that comes with gardening and being a self-reliance person. So these things I do have, they're very important to me, and it's also very important for me to be able to easily access certain things. So we're thinking about ways to custom make space with the little space that we do have here. So that's what's going on. I'll be showing you guys videos soon of the shelf that we decided to make for the kitchen. The wood is not that great, but we are trying to go with what we can afford, the cheapest plywood that we can go with, and make it look more beautiful than how it first once looked. To show you guys that you can turn any little thing into a beautiful piece and work with what you have. We do not have the ideal equipment that you need to do the work proper, but we're working with what we have because of financial reason. We have to work with what we have. So with what we have, it's progressing, and we're happy about that. So that's pretty much the update with everything. I hope everything is going well with you guys. Oh, there's a few things I also would like to talk to you guys about. I don't know if you guys heard that there are going to be some shortage with tomatoes and potatoes next year. A few years ago in my other apartment, I tried to grow a few tomato plants in the sunniest area in my apartment, and the tomato growed, but I find I don't have that good luck yet to grow tomatoes indoors. But I'm thinking I'm gonna try to grow mini tomatoes indoors anyways. The key of gardening is to keep trying. Even if you have to give a break from trying certain things, you just keep trying. So I'm gonna see if I can grow some mini tomato plants. Maybe I think they grow maybe about this tall indoors. The key is to make sure you have enough light to give them. So the ideas that I'm thinking of, I think it might supply enough lights. And as you guys know, my pepper plants, they started to produce fruits very late, and I feel bad to be turn away some of them because of that reason. When the season change and when it starts to get cold, they won't survive outdoors unless I bring it indoors. So I'm trying to figure out how can I bring in some of the pepper plants indoors, and so I can get more peppers, because some of you guys know that pepper plants, they can last up to 3 years if it's in a tropical area, and indeterminate tomato plants, they can keep producing for a couple years if you're living in a tropical area. But but that's the issue. I'm trying to think of how can I bring them indoors safely. There is risk bringing stuff indoors. You could bring different kind of pests inside by doing that. You guys know that I do have some ants also in the containers, and in some of the containers on my deck. So I'm kind of thinking, what am I gonna do to prevent that from happening? And if the plants that I'm bringing in, if they do have any bugs laying their eggs on it, what am I going to do to kill off those bugs so that they don't infect all of the plants that I do have indoors, because I do have indoors plants also indoors. So those are all of the things I'm trying to think of. I always look at things this way. Things will happen to you in life. It doesn't mean that you should give up. there's not everything not gonna be under your control, and there's a lot of things that's been happening in the world with shortage and stuff like that. I believe just because everything is not under your control does not mean that you shouldn't try to still survive. I believe in still trying to survive no matter what comes at you, and don't give up that quickly. So I'm just trying to see if there's any ways that I can supplement my diet other than what is produced in from the store and stuff like that. So those are some of the things I'm thinking about. You guys, I also have a few different pictures of what I take in the garden, and I want to share my recipe that I made with my pineapple salsa. So after this, after I finish talk with you, I'm gonna show you that also. So stay tuned. So you guys, this is my goji berry. It's finally producing some fruits. They're red and they taste a little bit like tomato, but less sweet. My beefsteak tomatoes starting to ripe up, and one of my pepper plants starting to ripe up also. The pepper plants, they're doing really good. This one, the fruit I thought was not gonna get any bigger, this is how big it is now. And that was a harvest that I got for that day. So this is the recipe for my pineapple salsa. You can pause it and write it down. It was really good. I gave away most of what I made, and the people that I gave it to, they like it. If you want a more fuller detail on how to make salsa, you can check out my playlist on how to make salsa. Just look in the canning section. That's where you find the recipe. So this is what it looks like in the pack. I hope you guys would check it, try out the recipe. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.